always need eyes on him. 4th most catches in the NFL. It's the Nighthawks and the Panthers on Thursday night.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Nighthawks of Louisville taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles... season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Able to find Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 11 carries, 60 yards. On 2nd down, Young.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's 3rd and 6. Young now. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Young off the play fake. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here is Young. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's corralled, getting it inside the 45. From the 44 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And the play goes gets nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. It'll be Young again. Left side here to Sanders. When you look at this defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Young on 3rd down. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Jason Myers on for a field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Panthers still claim to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Louisville offense back out now. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of the game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Louisville first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now here's Mahomes. And that one complete once again to Higgins. He's still on his feet. T. Higgins trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Mahomes throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down. Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers. Harrison Bunker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find...
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Here's Young from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. And Sims. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Over the middle to Becker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field without letting his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by the second quarter. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Mahomes now on 1st down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may have some points on the board when this drive is over.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelce. Nothing at all on on that one. It'll be second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Nighthawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Young. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Ariza now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 6 now. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. And again, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half block.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals up their mark to 12-3, and now it's all about staying healthy for a Super Bowl run. And one final game to highlight is the Sunday night extravaganza. And they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Tampa Bay Bucks. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. On the return is Sims. Officially that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Young will set to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And he will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, the Louisville offense back out now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
31 yards on the punt there.
And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him there. He's a big part of their offense.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Nifty move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Young working out of the gun. And he'll find Higby open downfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the red zone now, Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted-for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that gives him a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And the Louisville offense back out now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Mahomes. And that one complete once again to Higgins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
He's brought down by Shaq.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. Here's 3rd and a few inches. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd down and a yard. Here's Pacheco headed right. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Nighthawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes going for it all. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Time in college football where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now they continue a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Another run with Sanders. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And Young's throw there incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Young on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Now 2nd and 9. Young to throw it.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Sanders again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now Young.
Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's a strong running.
So now Young and the Panthers down 24-20.
A minute 46 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Young to throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now Young.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sims. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. second and a yard. Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's first and goal. Here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the third. Wow. Myers connects on the PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. For the Louisville offense, back out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's Mahomes. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Mahomes throw complete there to Rice. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This could potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.